The Grizzlies sporting their best look as they came into the building earlier. That's how to make an entrance on the road. Hi everyone, we're coming to you live on 2K Sports, bringing you the NBA. This is Kevin Harlan, and by my side, Greg Anthony and Brent Barry. And from the sideline, David Aldridge. Now, a look at Memphis's starting group. In at the guard spots, Morant and Bane. Bismack Biyombo is out there with Jaren Jackson. And it's Williams at the 3. And for New Orleans, sharing the wing spots, it's Jones and Ingram. Underneath, in the post, it's Williamson and Valanciunas. And it's McCollum in at the point. By this time of the season, I think it's fair, Greg, to say we know the identity of these teams. How much are you worried about record at this point if you're a player?
And, Kevin, I wouldn't worry about record as much as I do camaraderie and execution. I also look at the schedule up to this point. How has the team fared against tough competition?
Now here's Morant. Now the pass to Bane. Steps back and fires. And Jones pulls it down. And it's Jones with the ball for the Pelicans. Sinks that one from the post.
Not worried about taking that hit. Jones powering through.
Memphis with the ball. Last time they met was in Memphis.
Yeah, and looking back at their last game against this club, they were badly out-rebounded.
Now, here's Biyombo, currently averaging almost 6 points a game. Here's Bane, off target at the rim. Looking at the last game for the New Orleans Pelicans, it was a win against the San Antonio Spurs.
Well, you look at the points they produced in that game, great adjustments on the offensive end.
That never stopped working. One of those games where just everybody was making shots, continual flow, and a very professional win.
Now, here's Morant. Brandon Ingram missing his last shot. Misses in close.
There's a little bit of pressure on him, but not enough to cause him to miss a shot that's in that close. Such a critical part of how their offense is going to flow. Things are only working when he seems to be on the floor.
This Pelican front office has done a great job, Brent, finding some diamonds in the rough. Players that have now helped.
Think about it, Kevin. They grabbed Jose Alvarado and Najee Marshall, both undrafted players. And those guys are key rotation pieces to change the tempo of any game. Herb Jones, a great steal in the second round, defensively comes in, creates havoc. I mean, a lot of really impressive finds for this front office.
And that one's good. Ingram.
How about 3 or 4 from the floor to start? That's always a good sign.
Outside, Bane. Shot clock at 6. Tipped away. And here we go. Williamson heading to the hoop. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
From a physical standpoint, you just can't match up with Williamson's power down low.
Pelicans shooting their first free throws of the game. And when Zion Williamson, Brent, is on the floor, he's one of the best players in the NBA.
Yeah, Kevin, but we got to keep him on the floor. That's the way that not only Zion's going to improve, but this is the way this team has a pathway to the playoffs.
Now here's Morant. 6 on the shot clock. Top of the key. And he connects with the jumper. Morant's got his second bucket tonight.
I like how aggressive Morant is on offense, as well as how dangerous he can be from the mid-range.
Ingram against Williams. And it's Ingram missing. The Grizzlies trail by 4. Outside, Bane. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
And worth mentioning, guys, the free throw percentage he brought in from last season, how about 88%?
He doesn't get the second one. And Ingram has got the ball here for the Pelicans. first quarter. We're about 3.5 minutes in. And that one is good.
And he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
And here's Morant. And the rejection by Valanciunas.
How about that 7'6" wingspan of Valanciunas? That helps him erase the shot.
McCollum outside. Back to Williamson. It's Ingram on the wing. He has 6.
Well, that mid-range, Jay, usually pretty much on the money. Maybe the timing just a little bit off on that one.
Bane, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. Now let's take a look at some of the numbers for Jonas Valanciunas. The Grizzlies have converted 1 of 2 free throws so far today.
Yeah, pretty good numbers on the season when you look at their free throw attempts, right around 78%.
And that one misses. And the Hornets going with a whole new group out there. And the second free throw, good. Pelicans leading by 4. Daniels kicks to Zeller. Hawkins with it. Shot by Zeller, no good. Bane looking around. Buries it down low.
And that's just a great individual play right through the teeth of the defense.
Pass to Zeller. Defended by Aldama. And that one, good.
Yeah, there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
This is a Tarati.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
Pass to Gilliard. Drains it from beyond the arc.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now here's Zeller. New Orleans moving it around. The pass to Marshall. And they pick up 2.
That's how you draw it up right there. A screen to shed the defense, a quick move to the bucket, and you get the lay-in.
Here's Gilliard. Pass to Roddy. Zeller grabs the board.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over.
And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him. Konchar's checked in for Bane.
Defensive foul.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown so far for the Pelicans.
I like how they've worked the ball inside, getting looks closer in there, and that really helps your offense.
Well, whether the defense is inviting these shots or not, they've been great in the mid-range. And so producing from there, that bodes well.
And Kevin, they need to be consistent with their effort on the boards. You look at the box score, and they're at a definite disadvantage.
Zeller dishes to Daniels. Just 5 on the clock. A floater, and it's blocked. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team. And the Pelicans making a change. Alvarado's checked in. Williams, he's checked in for Memphis. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Here's Gilliard. He's defended by Alvarado. And another miss by Memphis. Pelicans leading by 6. It's rebounded by Memphis. Now Konchar. Good on the bucket.
Huge hole in the defense that possession. He didn't waste any time cutting through it.
And so the first quarter is in the books. New Orleans on top. They lead by 4. And we'll be back right after this.
The Grizzlies, 13.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from New Orleans?
Well, pounding the boards is one way to gain an advantage. They simply owned the glass in that first.
Well, if you get physical out there, you can control the glass, and that helps you to control the pace of the game.
So on the floor to begin things for Memphis here in the second quarter. John Conjar out there with Santi Aldama. And there's Jackson. Then it's Morant. And it's Williams at the 2-guard.
Pelicans, Herbert Jones.
So it's the Pelicans now. 4-point game. No one near Williamson as he lets it go. Sinks the triple. Williamson's got the first basket of the second quarter for the Pelicans. Brandon Ingram, Tiny Dog, is what they called him when he first got into the NBA, Brent. He has become a very loud bark. What a play.
Yeah, Kevin, a lot of talk about him having to jump around in the shower to get wet, but he has put on the weight and become ferocious on the offensive end. This guy does not back down, and he's worked hard to fill out that frame. CJ has always had that uncanny ability to just land on his feet, kind of like a cat. He absorbs that contact and completes the play.
Oh, and the jam by Williams.
The assist.
And maybe that'll trigger them. Impossible not to get pumped up after that.
Yeah, well, you could see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are pumped up. Now here's McCollum. Boy, he was something else against San Antonio. And there's a foul. It's on C.J. McCollum. That is his first foul of the game. And the Grizzlies with some changes. Bodies checked in, and it's Williams in for Williams. Now here's Morant. Outside Williams. Inside, it's stolen by Valanciunas. Jones in the post. Conjar covering. Jones, no luck. And now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second quarter. Here's Conjar. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
That's excellent. Get the ball down deep inside and cash in on a simple basket.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, D.A.?
Well, thank you, Kevin. Desmond Bain went to a small high school. He says, I was the biggest guy every game I played, so I was just getting to the rim. I didn't know how good of a shooter I was until I got to college. Now in the NBA, where does he rank himself? He says, other than Steph Curry, you're going to have to show me someone better. Kevin?
Oh, David, I love the confidence. Thanks so much. Now here's Morant, following the miss by C.J. McCollum. From the stripe, that one's good. The New Orleans lead is cut down to just 3 in the basket from Morant.
Mid-range, plenty of room for that release. He's going to take those all day long.
Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. Cullen passes to Valanciunas, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That's on Jaren Jackson.
Valanciunas, a mountain of a man out there, and that catches up with the matchups defensively.
The Pelicans have made 3 free throws so far. Haven't missed any. Hawkins checked in for Jones. And the Grizzlies also with the sub. Biombo's checked in.
Boy, he's got a great stroke from the line. That's not something we can say about all the league's big guys.
Here's Morant. That's good, and it's his 4th basket of the game. He's a strong 4 for 6. You know, Brent, I heard you talking the other day about the advantage left-handed players have in drawing fouls.
The Pelicans.
Why do you feel that's the case?
I've just always felt, Kevin, that you don't really prepare for lefties. You don't see many of them in the league. So think about it. On a Monday and a Wednesday, you're playing a squad, and all of a sudden, Thursday's back-to-back game has a guy like James Harden. It's just hard to adjust physically what you need to do in terms of defending a left-handed player.
Here is Hawkins, following the basket by John Morant. Tries from 10. The shot by Hawkins, no good. The Grizzlies trail by 3. Left side Williams, and the rejection by Valanciunas. Williamson against Williams. Here's Ingram. And the Pelicans miss again.
That's exactly how you have to defend him. He's a guy that the D needs to be aware of at all times. And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
Memphis shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
Shooting for Memphis, Ja Morant.
That's good from Morant.
Now an all-NBA caliber talent, Morant still feels like he has room to improve.
The Grizzlies making a switch here. Baines checked in. For New Orleans, they've gone only 2 of 7 from the field since the second quarter got underway. Hawkins with it. Biyombo on him. The shot by Hawkins, no good. Left side, Bain. And trying for the go-ahead basket, it doesn't go in. Feeds it to Ingram. And slam dunk by Ingram.
This level when B.I. gets up like that and just stretches out for 2.
And here's Morant. He'll bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. They trail by 3. No good. That would have tied it. The Pelicans have gone just 33% from the field in what's been a cold second quarter for them. Just 3 of 9. And that one's good. Ingram.
D has been just completely helpless and turned around. He's so dangerous when he's in this kind of rhythm.
Here's Morant. Rebounded by McCollum.
Yeah, my expectations were that he was not going to miss that one. He handles that kind of defense, especially on the inside.
And it's good. 2 points.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint. And just so good off the bounce. C.J. McCollum is as frustrating to cover as anyone.
Yeah, but it's also, Greg, one of the players in the league that we appreciate the most because of the footwork, because of the fundamentals, maybe a little bit undersized. He finds ways to get it done with efficiency and effectiveness.
And here's McCollum after Jaren Jackson made that last 3-pointer. And Valanciunas kicks to Williamson. It's McCollum on the wing. It's over Morant. And there's McCollum. That's good on the assist by Williamson. And the Pelicans lead by 6. 1:30 left in the second quarter. Grizzlies have gotten exactly half their shots to go down here in the second. 5 of 10. Outside, Bain. Passes it to Jackson. 5 to shoot. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. And the shot is good. Morant's got 8 points here in this quarter.
Nice poise from Morant, assessing the situation and then the ability to come through under pressure.
Timeout called here. The Pelicans decide to talk it over. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
And the Hornets going with a whole new group out there. .50 seconds left to play here in the half. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Got to hold firm or you're going to get a call.
The Grizzlies trail by 4. Here's Gilliard to the middle. And it's out of bounds to the Pelicans.
Pelican ball.
And Daniels up top, guarded by Bain. Oh, and the jam by Marshall.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Good job to recognize the opportunity. That's just very solid offense.
Here's Gilliard. He's looking for Aldama and finds him. The kick out to Williams. Shot and game clock separated by 5. To the paint. Second chance shot. Chalk up 2 there. Tillman's got his first 2 points.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Out to the right wing. Here's Zeller. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Pelicans lead by 4. The Jets now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much.
Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break for
the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And we hope you enjoyed the competitive first half of action. The first half was all about Brandon Ingram. He had 12 points and 1 assist. Kenny, your thoughts? How the Pelicans are playing?
It's been an aggressive approach for them at the offensive end. Getting the ball inside and getting as many points as possible close to the rim. So far, so good. They have a nice edge in the points in the paint.
Shaq, your take on Memphis.
This kind of defense won't cut it. You have to get yourself in position to contest shots. This means making the right reads and putting forth the effort. They've done neither, and their opponent is taking advantage.
And it's just about time now for the third quarter to get underway.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Brandon Ingram with a strong contribution so far in this one.
Yeah, and through the first 2 quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Front court full of star power with Ingram and Zion. In the backcourt, it's McCollum and Jones. And it's Valanciunas in at the 5, roaming the paint. So that's the group out there for New Orleans.
Memphis.
And a quick look at how the Grizzlies' schedule is shaping up. On Thursday, they'll head back home to host the Indiana Pacers. And then on Saturday, they're taking on Clint Capella and the Atlanta Hawks.
And for their matchup with New Orleans, you know they're going to be amped up for that one. And they'll need to be. That's going to be one tough game for that group.
The free throw drops for Valanciunas.
There are ways to get a guy like Jonas Valanciunas to be aggressive in the game. You got to feed the big man, so get him the ball earlier and get it to him often.
McCollum against Morant. There's the drive. Count that one. Morant's got 14 points.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Well, just ripping through right there as he finds the open spot and gets right through there. High basketball IQ play.
Now here's McCollum. At the elbow, it's Valanciunas. Just 5 to shoot. From the high post. It doesn't go for him. Great D that time from Bane. A second-round pick in 2021, Brent Herb Jones immediately made an impact on the defensive end.
Yeah, you wonder if being on the all-defensive team, or at least getting votes as a rookie, has changed Herb Jones' mentality about wanting to get Defensive Player of the Year. I know that sounds silly, but he's got the capability and versatility to be that much of an impact on the defensive end.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Thank you, Kevin. Now, the Grizzlies' backcourt is in the conversation for the best starting backcourt in the league. Desmond Bane says Ja is obviously the focus, and that's why I feel like we're a good combo. If they want to sell out on him and pack in the paint, then that leaves me open on the perimeter to do my damage. Kevin, back to you.
And he does a lot of damage. David, thanks. A great tandem indeed. Now here's Williams. Zion Williamson unable to get his last shot to go. Yes, that goes in. Morant's got 4 points in the quarter.
What a great play. Totally schooled the defender on that one.
McCollum up top, guarded by Morant. McCollum passes to Ingram. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
And a moment now
to see the numbers for McCollum. He's been fantastic over the last 10 games or so, and he's in the top 20 in steals, bringing that focus and intensity at both ends.
And no one's been able to guard him out there. Defender's been trying to get physical with him, but time and time again, he just shrugs him off and drills it. Now here's Morant. He's got 16. Here's Bane. And Jones sends it back.
You got to be careful when Jones is anywhere in your vicinity. He uses that length to get the block, does Jones.
Valanciunas finds McCollum. Back to Valanciunas, and stolen by Biyombo. Morant against McCollum. And they call an illegal screen here.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
Yeah, everybody saw that one. That was pretty blatant there.
Hawkins checked in for the Pelicans. Memphis also making some changes. Roddy's checked in, and Conchar subbed in for Bane. Now here's Jones. It's blocked. Another shot.
A terrific defender, and Jackson's one of those guys with great timing when he goes for the shot block and not afraid to send a message as well.
Back to Morant. For the lead. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Valanciunas has got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Here's Williamson. Up and in on the layup. Williamson's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
Don't underestimate Zion's ability to work his way around defenders. Quick with the ball there and pretty shifty.
Now here's Morant. 16 points for him. Here's Roddy. And that's out of bounds. Memphis will retain possession. A big group substitution here for New Orleans. Cody Zeller's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Najee Marshall comes in for Zion Williamson. Trey Murphy's checked in for Brandon Ingram. And Dyson Daniels subbed in for Jones. Jackson gets the bucket.
And that is quickly becoming Jackson's domain. He's such a strong finisher in the paint.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans.
And as things present themselves throughout a game, teams have to adapt on the fly.
And timeouts are a wonderful opportunity to just settle in and recollect the thoughts of your entire team. Not just the guys playing, but the entire team.
Now we get a chance to check out the standings out west. Already we're in December. Look at New Orleans. They're down at the 7th position right now. Decent start to the season, but they're looking to make a move. And checking out Memphis, 9 games back.
And, you know, for the Pelicans, they've had an interesting season for sure. They're competitive, they're feisty, but they're not a team that's going to dominate for long stretches.
I just think if you're on the other side, how much are you looking at that team and saying, we're scared of them? So not a lot of fear from the opposition and what they're bringing to the table. They're good, they compete, but do they have that extra gear? I'm not sure.
And so here's Memphis. The Pelicans make their last shot. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And this is where Jackson feasts. And at times, he's just too overwhelming for the D, which results in the foul.
Breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for New Orleans.
They've been active defensively, rotating well, and then also closing out on shots. It's resulted in a number of blocks.
And I feel like another part of tonight's game has been the hustle points, getting up and down, getting second chances, getting transition opportunities. They've been fantastic in that area.
And the Grizzlies making a change here. Tillman's checked in. Jackson hits both of them. New Orleans in the lead. Zeller dishes to Daniels. Back to Zeller. Pass to Hawkins. Clock at 6.
In the third. 2 minutes.
Now here's Marshall. Defense right on him. A nice shot by Zeller. Grizzlies trail by 3. Here's Gilliard. The pass to Concha. Good. Concha's got 6 points.
Taking it up strong against size. He does not lack for confidence.
Yeah, hard to stop it there if you're the big man. That's just too good a shot and great concentration.
Here's Daniels. New Orleans moving the ball around. Here is Hawkins. Conjar covering. Shoots. The shot by Hawkins, no good.
Not a bad shot from the mid-range. The D's giving it to him, and he's usually got an eye in that kind of range.
Gilliard misses. The Pelicans have gone a somewhat subpar 4 of 10 on their shots in the second half so far. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. The feed to Jackson. Count that bucket. Jackson's got the lead up to 1 now for the Grizzlies.
What agility there. Look how quick Jackson moves after setting the screen. Perfect execution.
Pass to Zeller. Defended by Aldama. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Kept alive. A nice shot by Zeller. Zeller's got 4 this quarter.
He seems to be in the right place at the right time more often than anybody that's on the court here tonight. We see that pay off.
And Jackson throws it down hard.
And how about the hands on Jackson? Makes a good target on that frame and then able to finish off the alley-oop.
3 quarters of play in a close game here. Memphis out in front. They lead by 1. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from New Orleans. And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the 4th quarter. Here's Morant. On the court for Memphis to start the 4th. Bain and Williams are your wingmen. Santi Aldama is out there with Bismack Biyombo. And it's Morant in at the point guard. Aldama can't hit. And so it's McCollum with it. He brings it up for the Pelicans. It's a 1-point game. They can look forward to the Cavaliers after this game in a matchup against Cleveland. That will be a getaway game for them, a 1-game road trip. And the Pelicans get it back. Williamson with the bucket.
And Williamson's energy just incredible, which is what makes him such a force on the offensive glass.
Morant outside. And a wide open look for Bain. Zion Williamson grabs the miss. On the wing, Jones. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
And the young guy taking it right at him. Jones doing what he can do to earn the foul.
At the line for 2, Herbert Jones.
That free throw, no good. The Grizzlies making a switch here. Roddy's checked in. He hits the second from the line.
Well, they should be looking at a 3-point lead. Hopefully for them, that miss won't cost them.
Outside, Bain. We've played just over 1 minute here in the 4th quarter. He sinks the 11-footer. Bain's got it all tied up now for the Grizzlies.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
There's Morant after the made shot from Jonas Valanciunas.
Absolutely fearless. Morant willing to put his body on the line in order to make plays.
At the line for the Grizzlies.
That's good from Morant. And so he hits both. Just over a minute and a half played here in the fourth. McCollum against Morant. And the basket by McCollum. And the Pelicans lead by 2.
Well, McCollum undersized at his position, at least in terms of his strength. But he can play that way because he competes. That's a tough one there.
Now, here's Bane. Back to Morant. With the floater over McCollum. That counts. He's put up 13 shots, and he's had 8 of those go in.
We all know Ja's capability to fill it up, and he is showing it here tonight.
Passes to Jones. Here's Valanciunas. An easy 2 points on the layup. Valanciunas has got 4 this quarter.
It's so hard to move a mountain, trust me. Major damage on the boards being done by Valanciunas.
Pass to Roddy. And the rejection by Valanciunas. And pushing it up. Here's New Orleans. Here's McCollum. Morant with the steal. Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. There's the pass to Roddy. Driving the lane. That one, no good. Good D by Williamson. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Zion, he's just got to do whatever it takes to stay healthy, because when this guy is on the floor, he's a difference maker.
Jackson, he's checked in for the Grizzlies. Williams comes in for Williams. Bane, and oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
Second personal foul. Second team foul. Shooting for Memphis, Desmond Bane. Taking 2 shots.
Free throw good, Bane.
Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
Good on both. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. McCollum kicks to Valanciunas. It's Jones on the wing. Guarded by Bane. McCollum outside. 6 to shoot. Hands the 12-footer. McCollum's got 4 this quarter.
Well, fearlessness by McCollum there, willing to take those big shots in the game's biggest moments.
He lobs up the alley-oop pass, and then Biyombo with the dunk.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down. Morant against McCollum. Good on the shot.
Such a good player on the in-between game, weaving behind bodies to find some space, and CJ cashes in.
Now here's Morant. It's going to be over and back, not watching for the line that time.
And you can tolerate gaffes like that sometimes, but in a close game, man, I tell you what, that really hurts.
Cullen passes to Williamson. Ingram against Williams. And it's Ingram missing. The Grizzlies trail by 3. Gets it to fall. The bucket from Bane.
And that was the right call. When you need a basket, go to the guys you trust the most.
Yeah, whether it's teammates or the coaching staff, hopefully a combination of both, but when it gets close, he's getting the ball.
Here's Jones after the made shot from Desmond Bane.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
1:56 left in the fourth quarter of this one. And good that time. Well, as we move into the fourth, it's been an even game.
Guys, teams have exchanged the lead 5 times thus far.
Here's Ingram. It's Biyombo with the rebound. Biyombo's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. It's Williams with the drive. And it's Williams finishing it off.
Well, Morant's acrobatics often get the attention, but his passing is also elite.
Timeout called here. The Pelicans decide to talk it over. They're behind by 3. There's a minute 40 left in the fourth quarter. And now, a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Ja Morant.
And he's been dialed in from the field, Kevin. Good on over 60% of his attempts. They've been working the ball around well, and he's benefited with a lot of open looks. And boy, has he made the most of them.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Guys, I was able to catch the message Willie Green gave to his team. Now he's encouraging them to keep attacking in the paint. He said, when we get inside, we score. Simple as that. Keep attacking. Don't settle for anything that's not at the rim. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, David. Pelicans trail by 3. We've got 1:18 left in the fourth quarter. Here's Ingram. That falls. Nice feed that time for McCollum. 14 points for Brandon Ingram.
This is why you love Brandon Ingram.
Here's Morant. And McCollum with the block. Jackson against Williamson. Valanciunas. Count!
The nerves on this guy.
Not backing down from this moment here. When the game is close, he kicks it up a notch.
Memphis has gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc so far tonight. Timeout called the Grizzlies. They're trailing by 1. 52 seconds left to play here in the fourth.
Who wants a t-shirt?
52 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Outside, Bain. It's stolen by Valanciunas. And pushing it up. Here's New Orleans. McCollum finds Valanciunas. Goes back up. It drops.
And McCollum's pace hasn't changed even under pressure.
Here's Morant.
Points are an absolute must here.
Can't come away empty. That would be the nail in the coffin.
Now a timeout called by Memphis. They're down by 3. We've got 28 seconds left here in the fourth quarter.
Let's show why we're the best fans in the NBA. Let's get loud.
Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation. I think we'll see them burn the clock a bit here.
Yeah, smart move.
And they go to the intentional foul.
Third team foul.
There's 25 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Second personal foul.
First free throw is good, and that gives them a 4-point cushion.
We have seen Ingram take on a bigger role wanting to get to the line when it matters. And I don't need to tell you guys, those free throws are big. 2-possession game there.
It falls! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
That's nice vision there. You see that pass, you make the feed before the defense has a chance to react, and that opens up a much better opportunity to score.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let him dribble the game out.
Well, this is a big moment, so you go to the big money players, and McCollum's at the line. A good bet to deliver this time.
No time to waste on this possession.
Time is not on their side right now. They're aware.
And it's Morant missing.
How about the timing he shows there to challenge that shot?
Yeah, not easy to do there, and that's a guy that you can tell takes every possession defensively very seriously.
CJ McCollum.
And so both free throws are good, and it's a 7-point game.
Just a smooth scorer is C.J. McCollum, and that combination of being confident and crafty keeps helping him pile up points in terms of his career statistics. Now he's at the line.
So New Orleans wins it, probably a little closer than they would have liked it, but a win nonetheless.
Yeah, but I really got a sense that the fans gave them that emotional boost that was needed down the stretch. This crowd, man, they were electric.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Jonas, you have a lot on you in terms of patrolling the paint. How do you think you're doing?
I feel good. There is a better game, there is a worse game, but, I'm bringing energy every game. I'm fighting, and my job is to take rebounds, set of screens. I'm doing that job.
It's grunt work, but you're good at it. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Brett Berry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our 2K Sports crew. So long, everyone.